Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here. We're going to talk more football. Today, I'm going to touch on the Champions League. Ghanaian players performed in the Champions League, how they performed in the Champions League, and also more news about the Black Stars call-up, people's reaction to the call-up, Asamoah Gyan returning to the squad. So I'll bring you all information on that. As usual, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to get more updates on this channel. So let's get right into it. Over the midweek, some Champions League games took place. Inter Milan, Asamoah of Inter Milan took on PSV Eindhoven on Wednesday night. And Inter Milan came from a goal behind to win 2-1 as they did in their first game against Tottenham Hotspur. So Inter Milan, Asamoah there with his teammates, and they did a great job. They won that game. Now we on to Thomas Partey, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid played on Wednesday night as well. Atletico Madrid played on Wednesday night, and they played with Club Brugge of Belgium. They won 3-1 on the day. They took a lead. Club Brugge came back 1-1. But eventually, Atletico Madrid won that game 3-1, and on the day, Thomas Partey side took the day. We'll move on to my next story, and we all know this is the first time Asamoah Gyan has been called to the Black Stars since last year in the 1-1 draw with Congo. Now, people are saying that Gyan call-up makes sense. It makes sense that they should call Asamoah Gyan to provide some sort of morale, some boost. But others are saying, why should you include the Ayus and the Schlop? That doesn't make sense because they've been playing consistently for their clubs and doing well. Asamoah Gyan has played only 34 minutes. If I'm supposed to argue out Asamoah Gyan's conclusion, he has played only 34 minutes of club football and he's in the squad. So why not Jeffrey Schlop? So the story reads, Gyan call-up makes sense, but the exclusion of Ayus Schlop senseless. So Asamoah Gyan is returning to the club, to the Black Stars for the first time since his selection in the World Cup qualifying 1-1 draw a game against the Red Devils of Congo at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in September 1st last year. And opinion has sharply divided regarding his return to the national team of the country's record goal scorer. Now, Gyan has only played 36 minutes of goalless action this season for Kayserispor in Turkey. He came off the bench in the 77th minute for Bernard Mensah in Kayserispor 0-0 draw, 69th minute sub for Dennis Turich on September 15. Before Gyan vanished from the Ghana selection, he was a Black Star striker with most goals, 3 goals in 6 starts in the 2017 and 1 assist, an AFCON goal against Mali. Now, without Gyan in the team since Ghana's 1-1 World Cup qualifier draw with Congo, the forwards Kwesi Appiah has utilized have managed only 3 combined goals in 9 combined starts. So that's like 0.33 scoring rates, lesser than Gyan's 0.50. Now they are Richmond Boachi-Adom, Patrick Chumesi, Raphael Dramna, Emmanuel Boateng, and Majid Waris. Again, without Gyan, Andre Ayew and Jordan Ayew in the Black Stars, Ghana has picked just a win in 4 competitive matches, meaning his absence from the team has not yielded any big outcome. So it's obvious that Kwesi Appiah, due to this, was forced to call the Asamoah Gyan back since he's an iconic figure. But Jordan, on the other hand, has played 317 minutes for the Premier League side this season for Crystal Palace, making 1 assist, whilst his fellow international Jeffrey Schlop has played 336 minutes and scored a goal against Fulham, but both have been snapped consecutively. Gyan and Bernard Mensah Isaac are all plying trade in Turkey, but the one playing for the biggest club over there is Andre Ayew at Fenerbahce. The former Marseille winger has scored 2 times this season for the Turkish Giants and is a regular starter, but perhaps the only man in the world that sees Thomas in Japan. Nana Poma has better players for reboarding or not than the Fenerbahce man is Kwesi Appiah. So instead, Majid Waris with 0 goals, 1 assist for Nantes this season, Christian Atsu with 0 goals and a bench warmer at Newcastle, has been called up by Kwesi Appiah to back, whilst Emmanuel Boateng walks easily into the team following his injury recovery at Levante. Appiah has always cited his rewarding exercise in explaining the non-selection of the Ayew brothers in Ghana's last 6 games. But now his reasons are no more credible and lack the diplomacy, and this is something that can possibly plant doubts in Ghana's mind, believing the Black Stars coach might be using his position to pursue a vendetta against a particular group of people, and it might be the reality. So why hasn't he called those players? They are doing better, and I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think in the comments box. Kwesi Appiah, why didn't you call Ayew Brothers and Jeffrey Schlupp? They are playing consistently, scoring goals, assisting, and they get into their first team. So that should be the criteria for making the squad, I believe, in my opinion. But it's not the case with Coach Kwesi Appiah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments box. Now, further reaction to Asamoah Gyan selection. Over on Twitter, Asamoah Gyan was arguing with eight journalists, Michael Otieje, about his inclusion in the squad. Otieje apparently wrote an article on Asamoah Gyan and why Ghana were calling him at this time, since a whole lot of issues. I'll give you the story right now, but Asamoah Gyan seemed to be unhappy about that. The story reads, "I don't care about your opinion, I'll be part of the squad," Asamoah Gyan tells Michael Otieje. And the Black Stars captain has angrily taken a swipe at sports journalist Michael Otieje over an article published questioning his eligibility to play for the team ahead of the AFCON 2019 qualifying in Sierra Leone. Otieje's article titled "Can Kwesi Appiah justify change of direction on Asamoah Gyan?" sought to question the coach's rationale for selecting Asamoah Gyan into the squad, knowing how his performance has dwindled over the years. According to him, the coach's decision to call Gyan as part of the squad to play against Sierra Leone is solely based on former players' past successes, rather than actual performance, as he believes the captain is in the twilight zone of his career. This is an excerpt from that article. Gyan surely is returning to the fold based on past successes rather than actual performance. The case of Ghana's all-time goal scorer poses a challenge that Appiah must tackle head-on. Ghanaian football has typically struggled to phase out big-name players. When the system no longer had a use for former Sunderland defender John Mensah on the field, he was still kept around as a general captain. It was the same routine with ex-Blackpool goalkeeper Richard Kingston. While Stephen Appiah had also travelled to the 2010 World Cup in South Africa as a general captain when it was obvious from the sporting angle that his time was up. So he was calling for a wake-up call. Gyan is in twilight zone, and Asamoah Gyan was displeased about reading the article, went on Twitter and ranted on Michael Otieje. This is what Asamoah Gyan said. He said, "Keep writing, cause in your opinion, at the end of the day, I'm coming, whether you like it or not. You started this agenda since last week, so it's not new to me," he said. Now, Otieje also replied, "It's not personal, Asamoah, it's strictly business, as it has always been. And as it was when I pointed it out, they wanted to steal your international goal record. See you in Kumasi, I'll be there to write a lot more." I don't know what. So the response there did also not sit well with Asamoah Gyan, and he responded again. He said, "Last time you wrote, and I quote, 'What to do with Gyan? Who to do with me?' That sounds disrespectful, but I ignored and have respected you all these years. But that was below the belt." Otieje, as you know, responded to this and said, "Disrespect is never in the headline. It is in the substance of the story. One of the reasons you respect me is because I spew substance backed by facts. Same respect I have had for you." Wow, that's interesting. A exchange of words there by Michael Otieje and Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan apparently didn't like what Otieje wrote about him, but I think it's business, it's doing his work, and what he wrote in the article were not lies, they were facts, questions that needed to be answered. I don't know why Asamoah Gyan would have got it. You think someone like him would be used to criticisms, but apparently he's not. So that has been it for today, guys. I'm bringing you the reaction to the Black Stars call-up, performance of Ghanaian players abroad, and so much more. Asamoah Gyan and Michael Otieje exchanging a couple of exchanges on social media. So that has been it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.